Fair use. Fair use. This is a Copyright Act of 1976. Fair use. Fair use. This is for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use.
We saw a dramatic picture where we saw the leaders of Russia and North Korea and China together. The first time the leaders of those three countries have been together to sort of show a solidarity. You said that they're conspiring against the United States. What do you think they're conspiring to do? And given this, is it reason why you should slap or would consider slapping secondary sanctions on Russia?
When they did what they did, I thought it was a beautiful ceremony. I thought it was very, very impressive. But I understood the reason they were doing it, and they were hoping I was watching, and I was watching. My relationship with all of them is very good. We're going to find out how good it is over the next week or two. We help China very much, as you know, when they...
So this is prophecy, and let's go into the scriptures and pull out these prophecies. First of all, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikakadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. So when you go into the scriptures, you got three major scriptures that bring out how these individuals is conspiring against America. Now, come to think of it, let me start with Obadiah. Now, Obadiah gives you what Trump just said. He said he has a good relationship with all of them. You see, this Obadiah 7, it says, all the men of your confederacy have brought you even to the border. The men that were at peace with you have deceived you and prevailed against you. They that eat your bread have laid a wound under you. See, he said we helped China get its freedom. See, we got a confederacy with China. We at peace with China. We helped them become free. See, this is what's going on. Now, when you go into Ezekiel 38, and I just want to get 7 to show the role of Russia. It says, be thou prepared, and prepare for yourself, thou and all the company that are assembled unto you. So this is what they doing. They are preparing. You see, and Russia is the leader. They're leading the pack because they still can join with the rest of the Edomites and demolish anybody. But they want to be the top Edomite. They fighting for the top spot, and they saying, we gonna join with these other peoples to be number one. We don't want to be under America. Okay. So it says, and be thou a guard unto them. So he's guarding China, North Korea, Iran. See, he's guarding all of these nations. Okay. And this is why they are conspiring against him. See, he's preparing to war against this place, Babylon and Great America. And you go to Revelation 17 and 16. It says, and the 10 horns which you saw upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. See, these 10 Edomite kings is going to join Russia. See, Russia is going to have the NATO and the EU, he's going to have them on his side, and they're going to join his side with China and North Korea. They don't want to lose that Chinese supply of goods. they're gonna switch out on Babylon the Great America. This is why this is the conspiracy. These shall hate the whore. They should conspire against the whore to destroy the whore. This is in Jeremiah, because Jeremiah was talking about the same Babylon that was talked about in Revelation. This is the same Babylon that's being talked about. Verse 9. It says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon." See, you have a conspiracy. Prepare for war with Babylon. "An assembly of great nations from the north country." See, Russia, China, and North Korea is leading the pack with Iran and right by their side. And India in the pack too with the BRICS. It says, "And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken." So they having a conspiring against her, setting themselves in array. It says, "Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain." So they're gonna be pointing their missiles at Babylon the Great. Okay? And so this is what's going on. And so let's get another one. Let's see here. I want limitations, but at the same time, Matthew, is it 12? Matthew 12 and 25 is concerning Russia. And Russia and America. It said, "And Yahweh shall knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself shall be itself is brought to desolation, and every city and every house divided against itself shall not stand." Okay, verse 26. "And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?" How's his kingdom gonna stand when he's divided against himself? And Russia is conspiring against the other Edomites. See, the Russian Edomites is conspiring against the American Edomites. How can their kingdom stand? They're not going to rule, because Russia is going to help destroy America, which is the stronghold of the Edomite kingdom. Because when you go back to Jeremiah, why is it the stronghold? How is this keeping the rulership? Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says, "Thus